There is a real-life dinosaur living inside of this abandoned pond, and recently it's been attacking all the other fish that are in here. So my mission is to catch it out, along with all the other crazy fish that have been left here to die. However, it's not going to be easy, because the dinosaur we're after is extremely aggressive and can grow up to 7 feet long. So yeah, we're going to have to be extremely careful. Now, the fish I'm talking about is called the African lungfish, and they have been living on Earth for over 400 million years. And what's special about these guys is they can live out of water for up to 4 years. Yeah, these fish are pretty crazy, but you might be wondering how one of these real-life dinosaurs ended up in an abandoned pond. Basically, the old owner of this pond used to stock it with the rarest and deadliest fish he could find. But recently, some of these fish have gotten massive and have started attacking and eating all the other fish. And it's gotten so bad to the point where he can't even take care of the pond anymore. So he called me up and asked me to come save everything before it's too late. But little did I know, this was not going to be an easy rescue mission, and we would end up making some insane discoveries along the way. And well, it all started when I took my first scoop and caught this. Oh my gosh, no way, you guys, check that out. We already caught a fish. That right there is a gar, and just like the lungfish, these guys have been around for hundreds of millions of years, which literally makes them dinosaurs. But as you can tell, this guy is just a little baby. They get a lot bigger than this. However, they still have extremely sharp teeth, so I have to be very careful holding him. Now, this was an interesting first find, because that means there's not just one dinosaur living in this pond. So who knows what else we're gonna find. I added the gar into a bucket and I kept going, and after a few more nets, I caught something else. Whoa, what the heck is this, you guys? I don't think I've ever seen this kind of fish before. That just shows there is some extremely rare fish in this pond, and with that lungfish on the loose attacking everything, they don't have a lot of time left. So we're gonna need to hurry up if we want to save them. But little did I know, the lungfish wasn't the only thing I needed to worry about, because in my next scoop, I caught this. Oh no, is that what I think it is? I'm pretty sure this is a pacu, and it may look like any ordinary fish, but these guys are actually related to piranhas, except these get a lot bigger. They also have extremely sharp teeth and are known for attacking other fish, so I'm just hoping this is the only one in there, but considering they move in groups, I have a feeling it's not. So yeah, this was not a good sign, and it meant all the fish inside of this pond have even less time than I thought. So I added the pacu into a bucket and I kept netting around, and things started to pick up. Oh my gosh, no way, you guys, look at this. We got 2 fish in 1 net. It looks like we got ourselves a little baby red-tailed catfish. As you guys may know, these are literally one of my favorite fish. I mean, I have one on my hat and my shirt right now. Make sure to go get you some merch, bassfishingproductions.shop. But anyways, it looks like we also got ourselves a little bumblebee catfish. Believe it or not, these guys are actually pretty rare. So rare that I've only caught a couple of them before, so this is a really cool find. I went ahead and I added them both into a bucket and I continued my search when suddenly I made a heartbreaking discovery. Oh, I think we got something, you guys. It looks like another gar, but it's not moving. You guys, I hate to say it, but I think we're a little bit too late for this one. So yeah, sadly, this was the first dead fish that we found, which proves the real-life dinosaur is actually attacking the other fish, which means we have to hurry up if we want to save the rest of them. So I took a few more nets, and I managed to catch the biggest fish so far. Oh my gosh, no way, you guys, look at this. We got something massive in the net. I think it's a big iridescent shark, you guys. It just gets crazier and crazier. Now we know there's also freshwater sharks in here, but thankfully, even though they're called sharks, these guys are not aggressive. However, they do have extremely sharp spines on the sides of their body, and one wrong move could send you to the hospital. Now, while we were catching a ton of crazy fish, there was still no sign of the giant lungfish, so I decided to get into the pond to hopefully increase my chances of finding it. This is a little scary, you guys. Now that we know this pond is infested with dangerous and deadly fish, being in here is probably not the best idea, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do to save these fish. So I started netting around, and it didn't take me long until I caught something. Oh, I think we got something. Check that out. What the heck is that? It kind of looks like a pufferfish, but I've never seen one like this before. After a little research, I found out that this is called a hairy pufferfish, and well, they're called that because they have these little hairs all along their body body. I also found out that these pufferfish are extremely rare, so this is a really cool find. Now, since pufferfish are extremely aggressive, I'm gonna go ahead and get him into his own bucket. That way he doesn't attack the other fish. There you go, little guy. That is so awesome. All right, let's get back in the pond to see what else we can find. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this fish. This one is albino. That is so cool. I'm pretty sure this right here is an Asian red-tailed catfish, and this is probably the biggest one I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, wait a minute, something just hit my foot. Oh, this is so scary. Ow, ow, oh my gosh. I think one of the piranhas just bit me, you guys. Ah, that really hurt. This just shows that accidents can happen at any time and can leave you seriously injured. And when that happens, you need someone on your side to help you get the compensation you deserve. And that's why today's sponsor is Morgan & Morgan. They're America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 different lawyers, and they've won over $25 billion for their clients. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And the best part about hiring Morgan & Morgan is you pay nothing unless they win your case, and if you do hire them, they're gonna do everything they can to get you the money you deserve. And on top of that, it is super easy to start a claim. You can do it in 8 clicks or less straight from your mobile device, so it's literally a no-brainer. So if you happen to get injured in an accident, hopefully not from a bunch of piranhas, you can go to forthepeople.com/BFP to protect your rights. You can also just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on your screen with your phone's camera. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's keep nutting around to see what else we can catch. I took another scoop and I managed to catch the craziest fish so far. What the heck is that? I actually think that this is a Norwegian catfish, and we have to be super careful handling them. They have these super sharp spines all along their body that could easily take a finger off, but just like the lungfish and the gar, these guys are prehistoric and they've been around for millions of years. So this is a really cool find. We're gonna go ahead and get them into a container and we're gonna keep going. As I made my way through the pond, I was feeling more and more fish hitting my feet, so I took a big scoop and I managed to catch 2 more crazy fish. You have got to be kidding me, you guys. We didn't just catch 1 fish in that net, we caught 2. Oh no, but wait a minute, one of them isn't moving, you guys. This right here is called an African tiger pike, and they're known for having extremely sharp teeth, but as you can tell, it looks like we're a little bit too late for this guy. Something definitely attacked him. Thankfully though, the other fish in the net is alive, and it's called a whiptail catfish. Now these guys are actually extremely rare and they look like real life aliens. I was definitely not expecting to find one in this abandoned pond, but that just shows there could literally be anything in here. I added the whiptail catfish into a bucket and I kept going. And next I found something even more rare. Oh my gosh, you guys, is that what I think it is? This right here is called a flower horn, and what's special about these guys is they are completely man-made, which means this species of fish doesn't exist in the wild. Instead, it was made in a lab. And what's even crazier is these guys were specifically bred to become the most aggressive and mean fish possible, so this little guy could definitely be what's attacking the other fish, so it's a good thing that we caught him out. Now, at this point, we were catching a ton of fish, but they were all kind of small. And I know for a fact that there's bigger fish in here. So I decided to use a bigger net to see if I could catch them. Oh, I feel something, you guys. And whatever it is really big. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh. Are you guys seeing this? That right there is a Pleco, and that's gotta be the biggest one I've ever seen. Well, you guys, we have just proved once again that this pond is full of dinosaurs, because just like the lungfish, Plecos have been around for hundreds of millions of years. And while this is definitely the biggest Pleco I've ever seen, there's still a dinosaur in here much bigger, and that is the lungfish. So I kept netting around to see if I could find it, but things were starting to slow down, and I wasn't really catching anything until this happened. No way! Oh my gosh, you guys! We got the lungfish! We actually got him! But wait a minute, this one is like so small. There's no way this is the lungfish that we've been after this entire video. The owner of the pond literally told me the giant lungfish in there is like quadruple this one size. Oh no. Yeah, so this meant that the real life dinosaur might have had babies, which is going to make this rescue mission a lot harder. Well, even though this isn't the one that we're after, it's a good thing that we caught him out. So let's go ahead and get him into a bucket and we're gonna keep going. All right, you guys, let's take a big scoop right here and we're gonna see what we can get. Come on, give me something good. Oh, big fish, you guys, look at this. We got something massive in the net. Oh my gosh. Relax, buddy, relax. We're trying to save you. You guys, I'm pretty sure that this right here is a marbled Bacara catfish, and these guys are actually pretty rare, but it's even more rare to find one this big, so this is a really cool find. Things were starting to pick up, and I was catching fish left and right, and they were getting crazier and crazier. Ow! Oh my gosh, something just hit my leg, you guys. Wait a minute, I think it's in the net. Oh, yes! We got something! And it is big! That right there is a red-tailed catfish, and he is feisty. Relax, dude, we're just trying to save you, okay? This one is a lot bigger than the first one that we found, but like I said, these guys can get up to 6 feet long, so he's got a long way to go. Okay, he is not happy. Let's just get him into a cooler. Now, so far, we have caught nothing but fish. However, what we caught next was something different. No freaking way. Is that what I think it is? You guys, we just caught a baby fly river turtle. That is crazy. These turtles are extremely rare, and what's really cool about them is they're the only freshwater turtle in the world that is fully aquatic, meaning these guys don't need any land to survive. And just like the lungfish, the gar, and the pleco, these guys are also considered real-life dinosaurs because they have been around for over 70 million years. That is so crazy to think about. I mean, just look at how cute he is. He's basically like a little freshwater sea turtle. At this point, I didn't know how it could get any crazier, but when I got back in the pond, I managed to catch the deadliest fish so far. Oh, I think we got something, you guys. It's another fish. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm pretty sure that right there is a goonch catfish. And these guys are one of the biggest catfish in the world that can grow up to 12 feet long. They get so big that they are literally known for eating people. But thankfully, this guy is just a little baby, so we don't have to worry about that. However, they still have some extremely sharp teeth. Our buckets were filling up fast, but there was still a ton of fish inside of the pond, and I realized that it would be impossible to catch them all out with just my net. So I decided to place 2 fish traps in the pond to hopefully increase my chances of catching everything. Alright, you guys, both fish traps are set. I'm gonna let them sit here for a few hours. I have a feeling we're gonna catch a lot of fish. However, if this doesn't work, I still have one trick up my sleeve to catch the real-life dinosaur. After waiting a few hours, I decided to lift up the first fish trap, and immediately I spotted a ton of fish inside. You guys, we caught so many fish, I don't even know where to start. It looks like we got a couple pacu right here, but these are albino, which makes them a lot more rare. Oh my gosh, just look at those teeth. That is so scary. I added them into a bucket and I kept going, and there was still a ton of fish inside the trap. All right, we got another fish right here. What is this? Oh my gosh, you guys, I've never seen this fish before. So if you know what it is, comment down below, but that is really cool. Man, there is a lot of albino fish in here, you guys. We got the 2 pacu, and then we got this guy, which I think is an albino synodontis, and this is probably the biggest one I have ever seen. After that, there was only 2 more fish in the trap, and it was a baby red-tailed catfish and a baby goonch catfish. That is so cool, you guys. This pond is just full of monsters, and well, we just proved that the fish trap worked. We caught so many crazy fish. However, we still have one more fish trap to go, so let's pull it up to see what all we got. No way, you guys. Is that what I think it is? We got another lungfish. Oh my gosh. Just like the first one though, this is definitely not the big one that we're after, but either way, that is really cool. We're literally gonna have a lungfish army after this. After digging through the trap some more, I found not 1, but 2 vampire fish, which are extremely deadly. That is so cool, you guys. These fish are known for having extremely sharp teeth that can grow up to 6 inches long. They are extremely aggressive as well. I've been bit a couple times by them, and yeah, it does not feel good. I added them into a bucket, and I kept searching through the trap, and I managed to find a big royal clown knifefish and another pacu. But then I found something even crazier. We got another goonch catfish. What is that, our 3rd one so far? And this is definitely the biggest one out of all of them, but like I said earlier, these guys get 12 feet long, so he's got a long way to go before he becomes a true man-eater. After that, there was only 1 more fish left in the trap, and I had no idea what it was. Wow, check that out, you guys. I've never seen this kind of fish before, but it's really cool looking. It's definitely some sort of catfish, so if you know what this is, comment down below. But that is really cool, you guys. We caught a ton of fish in that trap, but still no sign of the monster lungfish. And well, we know he's in there. So I have one more idea to hopefully let us find him, and that's to drain the entire pond. Yep, you heard me right, you guys. I'm gonna drain the entire pond. That way we make sure we save every single fish that is left in there, including the big lungfish. So I dropped down a pump and I plugged it in, and right away the water started gushing out. Over the next hour, the water in the pond dropped a lot, and I was starting to see some fish. So I jumped in and I was able to catch a bunch of different catfish and another lungfish that was the biggest one so far. But it still wasn't the monster we were after. So I kept searching, and out of the corner of my eye, I spotted the fish that we've been looking for this entire video. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, you guys! Holy cow! We found the lungfish, and it is massive! That has got to be the biggest lungfish I have ever seen. Come here, buddy! Oh, relax, relax! We're just trying to save you, buddy. Get in the net. Oh my gosh! He is so heavy, you guys! This is insane! Okay, we gotta be super careful handling this guy. They have a super powerful bite, and it could definitely take a finger off. Oh my gosh! Look at that! You guys, this fish is so powerful. I could barely hold on to him right now. But what's really cool is you see they have these little legs on the sides of their body, and that's what allows them to walk on land. And like I said, they can live over 4 years out of water. It's just so crazy to think that this fish was alive the same time the dinosaurs were. We're literally looking at a living fossil right now. Well, you guys, I think it's safe to say that we saved every single fish inside of this abandoned pond, including this real-life dinosaur. But now it's time to add them into their new homes. I decided to add all the smaller fish, including the goonch catfish, the pacu, and everything else into this big tub. And then I gave the baby fly river turtle his own pond, along with the flower horn and the pufferfish. I then added all the really big fish into my massive backyard pond. That way they'll have enough room to swim around. And finally, I added the monster lungfish into his own pond. That way he can't attack any more fish. Well, you guys, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was an insane adventure. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.